Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Gators will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got out of trouble and throws. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. And he did just that.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Richard. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the 49ers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Scanning the field. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And they're able to make the tackle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to set up the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. To the air, it's Aller. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on third down like
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That's another solid. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The 49ers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Richard. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Charlotte.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, you put yourself in a hole, not good.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Beck. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Looking to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
from inside his own 10. Let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Lowers those pads. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Beck. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. Running through contact. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That's caught. It's Walker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. This offense has it with really good field position. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Under fire. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Unloads to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the grab on the left. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Offensively, that is not ideal. That is not what you want. But you know what? Now you got a little bit more space. It's harder the closer you get in tight to the end zone. So now you got a little bit more space. Maybe you can make those throws out on the outside, spread them out a little bit, and throw the football.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown. But how about the defense blowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion? Big third down coming here.
Steps away. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And is such just inside that right upright. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it in. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walker. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Beck. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my play.
Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we've got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They are backed up, top field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff to the lone back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make two in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give to the back.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fakes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Then they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw. We'll let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now they're going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go. Set. Hut. Black 14. White 29.
That's all you got?
Red 54. Red 54. Dino, Dino. Say hi. White 53. Trailer, trailer. Set.
This is too easy right here.
Set. Get ready. Set. Set. Ready 18. Set. Red 29. Red 29. Set. Hut. Blue 22. Hut. Blue 85. Hut. Black 18. Hut. Set. Hut. Here we go. Ready? Set. Hut. Here we go. Set. Hut. White 80. What's that? Black 14. Hut. White 29. White 20. Set. Ready. Red 18! Red 18! Husker, Husker!
And the 49ers will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Concepcion. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Running into the open space.
The return brings it out to the 35, and the Virginia Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, it's out. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Che. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Aller. He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Using his legs, it's Hardy. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks away on the left. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the tailback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Aller. They're working that left side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokie. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Aller. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Release to the back. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield. It's Aller. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, if you're going to defend the slant route, you've got to be physical near the line of scrimmage. You saw that on defense there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Bell. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hokies want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
To the air, it's Underwood. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. start. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Underwood. The quick out. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Chang. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Grabs it inside the
also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
We love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Defense in press coverage. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That's got to be embarrassing for this defense when you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And the extra point was good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Into double cover.